Hi folks, this is Dennis Frisbee with Dennis Frisbee's Gun Safety. I have a video for you today of 3 safety tips taught by a friend of mine at a youth shoot. His name is Lee. This is an instructional video, so I hope that you learn from this and your kids learn from this. And just to let you know that there are all kinds of youth shoots out there that you can find in your community or in communities surrounding that will teach your kids firearms safety with pistols, rifles, shotguns, and bows and arrows. So please, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, please email me, message me. Thank you.
MAT to help you remember the 3 rules of safety. Anybody got an idea what the M stands for? Go ahead.
Muzzle.
Muzzle. What about the muzzle?
It's
Go ahead.
Manual.
No, muzzle's the right thing, but what about the muzzle?
it's the part of the gun where the bullet exits.
Yep, that's right. But what I'm looking for is the safety aspect.
You always keep it pointed either downrange or in a safe location.
Right.
Muzzle at target.
That's what he said about always keep pointed in a safe direction, or basically at anything you're willing to destroy. You don't want to point at anything that you don't want to destroy, because we're talking, we assume every firearm is loaded. And then the A stands for the action. We keep the action open until we're ready to, we're on a range, we're given the command to load and fire. So the A stands for action. The T, any ideas about the T now that we're getting? Target? No?
Trigger?
Trigger. What do you think about the trigger?
That's the object that makes it go off.
Right, but as far as safety goes.
Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot.
Excellent. That's what I want to hear. But anyway, like I say, I'm an NRA instructor, I'm a hunter safety instructor, and I'm a 4-H instructor. And any of those, somebody asked you the 3 safety rules, you yell out, keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, keep the firearm unloaded until you're ready to load, or in the case of my A, keep the action open until you're ready to load and shoot. And number 3, keep your finger off of that trigger until you're actually on the target that you're willing to destroy. There are several other rules. Always use the correct ammunition for the firearm. We're using 22s today, so all the firearms out here are 22s, and we have 22 ammunition. But that's something, if you got a different firearm, you need to check. Generally it's stamped on the side of the barrel or the slide in the case of a handgun. The ammunition box that you buy should match what's stamped on the barrel. And that goes for shotgun, rifle, handguns. The shotgun and center fire cartridges generally have stamped on the head of the ammunition what caliber or gauge it is, and that should match that also. We don't use drugs or alcohol while we're shooting. Always wear your ear and eye protection. Most of us who've shot very much have a certain amount of hearing loss from shooting without hearing protection. If you use a big caliber gun, you may need to use the roll-up plugs plus something like this. I like these. If you're going to shoot a lot, these are electronic. They amplify sound for us people who have lost some of our hearing. We can hear what's going on, and as soon as the shot goes off, the electronics will shut off the sound, so your hearing is protected. But a good set of muffs over plugs will work for Magnum rifles and Magnum shotgun. you need to know how to handle your firearm and make sure that it's safe to shoot. We've checked all these firearms so we know they're all ready to go and they're all safe. And they seem to be working pretty good today. Some of the magazines, they're pretty new, so some of the magazines won't keep the bullets in them. But we'll work around that. I'm going to give you one of the primary things. Larry's going to be the range officer, and he's going to be over all of us. But any of you at any time, if you see anything unsafe, for instance, one of the other rules is know your target and what is beyond. You look down there and you see a deer or something walking out there, you want to yell stop, and everybody else, that as soon as you hear stop, yell that stop too. So, and then you put your firearm down. Don't do anything with it. Just put it down and with the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, and we'll handle it from there. But it's you know, it's not deer season. We don't have a deer license, so we don't want to shoot that deer. But that just gives you an idea. If you see something unsafe, you want to react to it and let somebody else know, because they might not see that deer or whatever it is coming into their range. Like I say, remember those 3 rules. Muzzle in the safe direction, action open, and keep that finger off the trigger until you're actually on the target. And we'll be watching that real close when we see put that finger, you know, the natural reaction on any firearm is to put that finger in that trigger guard, and that's the last thing you do. When you're actually on the target, that's when you put that finger on that trigger. Safeties, I usually on a range I don't use safeties, but I want you to have a habit of using safeties. The thing about a safety is it's a mechanical device. It can fail. Never trust your life to a safety. The other thing on the handguns, it's real easy because that barrel is so short that you can get to swinging around to where you're covering other people. We want you to keep that muzzle pointed down range, you know, and try not to go too far to the right or the left. You can, you know, if you need to look at something, you can move around the firearm. But like I say, somebody will be there with you to guide you through this.
Always downrange. Keep in mind, it never moves from this position or pointed in this direction downrange. Think of it as moving around the handgun. Okay? If you go to work to the side, slide, you come to the side. You always move around it. You never break this plane this way. Okay? Always pointed downrange. Okay? From low ready to up. Not like that, but low ready to up and out. And your instructors will go over that, but always pointed downrange.
Okay, if we're going to shoot in 4, so we'll start over here on the left.
And he went on an elk hunt.
Not bad.
He was hiking.
Yeah, he's got very good form.
Out there every night.
Somebody just
Mountain terrain and everything. He goes,
Actually,
I have an arrow.
he went the first time. He goes, dude. He goes, that's terrible. He said, about killed me. I said, did you get one? He goes, no.
push right
He goes,
down.
but I'm going back. He goes, I'm gonna go back. He goes, I gotta get one. So it was a couple years later. He saved up his money. He went back, shot one, and they quartered it up and everything out there, and they packed it all out. He goes, man, he goes, it was well worth it. He goes, I enjoyed it. Man, was that worth it? I said, yeah.
Only one.
Very close. Maybe a little higher.
Hey,
So you're not going to
pretty darn good.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this
like,
is not you.